problems here with Lil Baby, right? With Lil Baby is that Lil Baby is, he's stunted his own growth, right? He's dealt with extreme ends of the spectrum, and it's made him unable to tap into the things to make him really last. By the way, also, I'll get into that later. So let me explain. When Lil Baby was creating a bunch of songs, and early on, he tapped into a few different, almost experimental, different type of, paces and flows or pockets that he rejected, and it was super dumb that he rejected it. Salute to my man P, who obviously is his boss. I don't know if Pete spoke to him, but he clearly rejected. I'll tell you the two things. The one thing initially was when he dropped, and this was a Grammy nominated song or a BT nominated, it was called The Bigger Picture. Okay. Now, The Bigger Picture was when he was like, yo, it's bigger than black and white. It's a problem in your life. Like, it was basically like a Black Lives Matter type of song. Now, what that did was like start thrusting him in this matrix where people expected him to be like J. Cole, like Kendrick, people that were rapping for a cause, right? And obviously, have people who have tried that, like, for example, Meek Mill with the, justice reform and shit like that. That never really lands well when you're a gangster rapper just going all of a sudden to political, whatever. Now, he didn't balance it right? So he was getting a lot of shit for this criminal justice and bigger picture shit, rather than saying, hey, listen, I could be both things. Like, I care about my community, but also I've always been a hustler and had to get it out the mud like how it is. He rejected the idea of making songs like Bigger Picture because he thought it was putting him in a box. That's when, you were getting a bunch of politicians who were asking him to show up and speak on their behalf because they always try to dangle a rapper like a monkey to be like, hey, look, your favorite gangster rapper is now saying that he's now trying to unite whatever, and we gave him this money. Y'all should vote for us, right? And when he had reflected on it, this is back in 2021, he said this. He said his decision to write the song, blah, blah, he said wanted to address a bigger issue, okay? Let me see if we can find it. Oh, this is actually an interview. Is it an interview?
You knew people in the neighborhood?
It's like people been like try to rap, but I ain't want to try to rap at it.
Okay. Let me see if we can find it. Okay, so he basically took the angle to say, hey, this was my unique look. Okay, I don't think this is the interview, though. He did say he wasn't going to keep doing records like that. Let me see if I could, here we go. He says, why he doesn't speak on controversial topics, okay? During the interview, he reflected that the song wasn't supposed to be about the protest, the 2020 protests of George Floyd's death. He said it was what the title states. It was supposed to be a bigger thing with the community head on. He says, I wasn't trying to make a George Floyd song. He pretty much just kind of like fell back from it. He says, I don't want to speak on those situations because I don't know the backstory. Now, this is kind of something very pure and innocent, but it also showed the fact that he wasn't ready for the platform that maybe his music was going to appeal to. He basically said that, yo, I'm an ignorant dude, and I don't know about certain shit. And he didn't come across like, remember when Young Thug was like, yo, man, we turned up, nigga. I don't want to hear about no Mike Brown shit, nigga. Y'all remember, this is the most ignorant statement we've ever seen when it comes to hip hop, right? This was our Young Thug speaking on Mike Brown. Young Thug speaks on Mike Brown. Like, obviously, we didn't see Lil Baby do this, but he was basically saying, I'm ignorant to anything outside of the streets. Now, that was an opportunity, and let me play what Young Thug said, which I call the most ignorant statement. This is one of the most ignorant statements, and also one of the, there's a Wayne statement that's one of the most ignorant statements ever said by rappers. Here we go. Okay. Here we go.
Special on Mike Brown, the Ferguson situation. What do you think needs to be changed in the way black men are policed in America?
Leave that up with the critics and the laws and all that old shit. We having fun, we iced out, we having money. That's how we doing it.
So you feel like it's not the artist's place?
Very ironic, because he's going through a time right now where, imagine you say, leave that up with them fuck-ass lawyers and the politicians. Who cares if Jeffrey in jail? We iced out, we getting money. You see how quickly people change, right?
To speak on social issues.
No.
So he said that he didn't feel like it was an artist's place to speak on social issues. Now, granted, like, I do feel like some of these guys are too ignorant to really speak on shit. But when you make that bold statement, you act like you're speaking for everybody, nigga. You shouldn't speak on social issues. But if someone like Kendrick Lamar with the care and the in touchness, would do it, or maybe it was like a J. Cole or a Wale or a Killer Mike, that'd be very different. But Young Thug spoke on a blanket level. Now, what Lil Baby did with Bigger Picture was a very like profound song. It's bigger than Black and White. We could look up the lyrics, right? So Lil Baby, Bigger Picture, the lyrics, it literally was like some real profound shit, right? He says, yo, he said, bigger than Black and White, it's a problem with the whole way of life. It can't change overnight, but we got to start somewhere. Might as well start here. We've done had a hell of a year. I'm going to make it count while I'm here. God is the only man I fear. The verse 2 is like, fuck it, I'm going on the front line. You going to bust your ass if you give us a gun. So he was basically giving a good message with the song. Even in the picture, it shows him stand on a bicycle, or sitting on a bicycle, and there was almost like a picket line behind there. And I forgot what the video looked like. Bigger Picture, Lil Baby video. I think it even showed like some of the police brutality stuff, and him
on FanDuel Casino
almost seemed like he was an ally, holding a hand up like he was going against, he was with the protests and stuff like that. So it's very shocking when he said he wasn't trying to make a statement, because your song made a statement. Now, I thought that was very interesting because, look, it's like he's wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt. There's defund the police here. Like, no more police. Like, this song was making a real fucking statement, was showing like older pictures of police brutality, this and third. But then when confronted with it, and by the way, I think he said later he didn't want to be put in a box. Lil Baby, put in box, Bigger Picture. That's the interview I'm trying to look for. Where did he say that? Let me see if I can go to news or something of the sort. Let me see. Because he basically was just saying he wasn't going to do songs like that. Can I find it? Lil Baby not interested in Bigger Picture. He said he wasn't interested in doing. Okay, here we go. Lil Baby won't make another song like Bigger Picture, right? And when you go down and it says, it says while his emphasis was placed on his drip, GQ is a fashion, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so they asked him about his idea to release the Bigger Picture in June, and according to him, he said he's not rushing to get back in the studio to make further statement on politics, social unrest, or issues. He says, the more I'm seeing what's up with that shit, the more I'm feeling like, let me back up off politics, Lil Baby said. He says, I don't want to be no Malcolm X nor Martin Luther King. I stuck my nose in it. I'm good on that. Okay? Now, let me tell you what that meant. Number one, he didn't have to be a political rapper. This is a hood nigga who I personally believe is one of the dumbest rappers we've ever seen other than Meek Mill. Like, him and Meek Mill having an IQ test is like watching two turtles run the 100-meter sprint. You're like, yo, when is this going to be over? Like, these niggas are the slowest or the dumbest that you could see. Just get two motherfucking short buses and chop them right in half. Now, nobody wanted Lil Baby or La Bebe to be the face or the spokesperson of the black plight. Like, no, this guy's just not smart enough. He's a hood nigga who's been, a lot of these hood guys who try to do prison reform, Meek Mill and other people, a lot of their message in their music goes anti exactly what they claim they're preaching for, right? Like, yo, go spin the block, kill your op, this and third, that sends you to prison. But then on the other hand, he's saying, yo, man, we got to stop this violence in the community. And also, like, yo, we got to help reform the justice system because it's predatorial to the black person who is getting unfairly treated. Well, your music helps them go to the penitentiary. So these guys are the most remedial, like Lil Baby and Meek, the dumbest two. Like, put like this, you put both of those two rappers together and you have a spelling bee, they could phone a friend, ask Google, nigga, they might even... I don't think it's no possible way these niggas could even spell anything with more than 6 letters, okay? Or 3 syllables. But I digress. Let's get back to it. The point is this. when Lil Baby actually said he never wanted to do a song like that anymore, he was putting himself in a box. He was putting himself in a box of saying, without really saying it, but this is what I took it as it. No, I'm just a rapper who wants to make the club bops. Nothing wrong with that because, when you get political, sometimes they require a lot of you. They were trying to do that to 21 Savage as well, right? There was a time, you remember when they were trying to do the 21 Savage? They're like, yo, 21, you gotta be the mature guy now. 21's a guy who came on the scene with the fucking two knives on his fucking head. He was sitting there next to a bunch of money that No Plug was talking about killing Bankroll Fresh. 21 Savage was like a degenerate, all due respect. We're not saying he's definitely not dumb. But he came across as a degenerate. Over time, he had matured this and third. But of course, he got through the immigration stuff, and then infamously Alex Spear and Rock Nation and Jay-Z, they helped him out, and also he showed some maturity when he was doing some songs that later got nominated for a Grammy, whether it's a lot or even when before with Rockstar. You heard 21 Savage say at a point that 21 Savage financial literacy, right? And people, he was saying that this is after he made bank account. He was just like, let me see if I could go to the article where he said he was gonna. Let me see. I gotta go all the way back. It says, was it 2020? Yeah, he basically was saying that he didn't want to he wanted to help kids with financial literacy during the quarantine and this and third. Okay, he basically said that he didn't want to be the person only rapping about violence this and third. And I remember infamously I said, hey, listen, well, here's the problem. He's gonna have to balance that. A lot of people like when you talk that ignorant gangster shit, and then people want to see you grow. How do you grow as a hood nigga and still maintain the hood fans, but not seem as dumb as like a Meek Mill who can't really progress? I think 21 did a great job with balancing both, right? Over time, we look at him as a gangster maturing along the way. Could he still rap about, spin the block like there ain't no way to park, OVO XO or OVO 4L, we come out when it get dark, big step up, he came in a Rolls, but he left in a stretcher. He could rap all about that violent shit, but we also kind of think that he's kind of has this, presence of self where he's, he's rapping about the past, he's not a hypocrite, but he's not a dumb nigga neither. We look at him for songs like A Lot, or we look at him for other, ventures. Even with his album, American Dream, he's kind of giving a kind of more mature stance, but still got that gangster, which is hard to do. Usually people call you a sellout, or people say you're just a fraud or you're too dumb. For example, I think with T.I., he was on the opposite side of the Meek Mills and the Lil Babies. Meek Mill and Lil Baby, too dumb to do anything, right? But when it came to T.I., people thought he was too smart by his own vernacular and how he used to talk and carry himself, that people were like, we didn't want to see you come back and talk about murder, criminal, and act like, if your vocabulary is now at this level and you're speaking on a very intellectual level where, again, you're not being facetious and this and type of thing. We don't want to hear you dumb it down in your records just to sell records. It's going to look like you're a fraud, right? So it's a balancing act that only few have done really well, right? Usually if rappers get a knowledge of self, street rappers get a knowledge of self and whatever and get smarter, they got to stop rapping as they did. 21 Savage is one of the few people who still has. Lil Baby and Meek is a sped, but Lil Baby, the thing with Lil Baby is that when Lil Baby said that he wasn't gonna do any more songs like Bigger Picture, he crossed it out of being in that lane to explore more serious concepts in music. It's not about being woke or being, being an activist. He basically told you, listen, I don't really want anything that's too thought provoking. I kind of want to just keep it on, who won the biggest Chanel in the store, who on the Birkins, who on the titties, I'll buy you some fake ass. That's what he was trying to say, right? So once he did that, I was like, I'm not too sure if the progression of Lil Baby is going to go good if he's kind of just shutting off that part. Here's the thing about being a street rapper that's going to evolve. Think about even Jay-Z. Jay-Z was a hustler, street rapper. At a certain point, if you're gonna continue rapping about the streets as people feel like you've gained knowledge of self, and also people feel like you're kind of maturing as a man, is for you to take some type of responsibility for the damage you've done to the community, right? So when you think about Jay-Z did it very early on. Like you could go back to like you go back to Reasonable Doubt. You go back to Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z, he was already starting to process some of the damage he was doing, right? You could go to let me see. You could go to Can I Live, Jay-Z lyrics, and you hear Jay-Z not just ignorantly, just only just glorifying shit. It was just like, yo, hey, while I'm watching every nigga watching me closely, my shit butter for the bread, they want to toast me. I keep my head, both of them, where they supposed to be. Hoes against your side tracked and then clap from close feet. Here's the thing what I'm trying to tell you. That's why certain rappers, that street rappers, go differently than the rest of these guys. And I'm sorry, and I know some of y'all gonna say it's biased because I'm gonna keep using Meek. He's the lowest and the slowest of all of them, right? He's the reason why he is where he's at, bunny hopping still for treats and goddamn trinkets and carrots. It's a difference when you deal with someone like Jay-Z. The more knowledge of self you gain and the more you gain in the industry, nobody wants to hear you be the guy who's up 100 million saying you're gonna spin the block with switches. What they want to hear is game. And what Jay-Z was good at early on is kicking game. Yo, all right, bet. Let me start kicking game. That nigga was kicking game. Yo, I keep both of my heads where they're supposed to be. Let's just think about this verse. By the way, this is his first big offering. Like, he's kicking game already. Look, I keep my head, both of them where they supposed to be. Hoes against your sidetrack and clap from closed feet. I don't sleep. I'm tired. I feel wired like codeine these days. A brother got to admire me from 4 fiends away. My pain, which you was quick to see, from selling cane till brains were fried to a freaking sea. I can't lie. At the time, it never bothered me. Game. At the bar, getting my thug on properly. My squad and me lack respect for authority, laughing hard, as happy to be escaping poverty, however brief. Game. I know this game got valleys and peaks, expectations and dips. For precipitation, we stack chips hardly. The youth I used to be. Soon to see a million, no more Big Willie. My game has grown. Prefer you call me William. Illin for revenues. Come on, man. Come on, bruh. Think about verse 2. He's kicking game. My mind's infested with 6 thoughts that circle like Alexis is driven wrong and sure to hurt you. Dual level like duplexes and unity. My crew. Come on, man. Listen. Yo, you heard that boy. He says, wait, is it this? Actually, I think it's, look, even on this track, so I keep my eye open like CV. Like, come on, my boy was going crazy. But that's the thing about street rappers, that's why they have a shelf life. You see, every time you think you're tough, this is a message to all street rappers. Every time you think you're the most gangster nigga, you're just giving us, listen, we watch a million gangster movies knowing how they all end. But it's interesting to see how someone got to that point. But we all know how the ending gonna go. We all kind of know, right? That's why we tune in for a while. Only the few, the rare, the greats could take that initial tune-in and really level it up. At some point, that's the problem with Meek. If he was smart, he'd start giving game. He wouldn't still be talking violence. He's 40, still talking about how he'll get the switches to light up the block. If he was smart, if he was following Hove's rule book, he would be breaking down game to show niggas how to really get it. Don't have that wits. Same with Lil Baby. Both of them stuck on stupid. So I'm not saying these guys got to be Jay-Z, but it is a plight of a gangster rapper in evolution. And by the way, a guy who I think was super smart, he never got to this either. You know, he was smart as a hustler and he broke that down. Talking about 50 Cent. But 50 wasn't the game giver like a Jay. Also, here's the thing too. If we go back from, so this is Jay on Reasonable Doubt. By the time you get to American Gangsta, Jay-Z, which by the way, this is a concept album really meant after the movie American Gangsta. What Jay is kicking on this is like, whoa, this nigga, you know what I mean? Like, shit. Hey, didn't I play this song the other day? It was like, did I play this the other day when it was getting at me? Because this is game. That's what Jay's good at. Yo, your success took a shot at you. This obviously the sample from the movie. Said, how you gonna kill it? You gonna become unsuccessful, Frank, or you gonna be successful and have enemies? Be unsuccessful too, and you can have friends, right? And Jay comes in straight game. I used to give a fuck, now I give a fuck less. What I think of success is sucks, too much stress. I guess I blew up quick because the friends I grew up with, they see me as a premium, but I'm not, and my nuts big. I don't want the fusses. My career illustrious. My rep impeccable. I can't be fucked with. Shit, let that shit breathe. You know what I mean? Like, he started giving game. He used to give a shit, now I don't give a shit more. Truth be told, I had more fun when I was piss poor. I'm pissed off. Is this what success is all about? A bunch of niggas acting like bitches with big mouths? All this stress, man. All I got is this big house, couple cars. I don't really bring half them shits out. All this ace of spade, I just drank to piss out. That boy was giving game. That's why he's one of the best. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's very important that we point these things out. Now, I'm gonna stay on the Lil Baby topic. I know I'm kind of like, straying off a bit. You feel me? But here's the thing: when Lil Baby when he said he won't make a song like that, I said, oh. This is a guy who has realized he's just not that smart to go outside of his lane. He's not smart enough to evolve. This is a nigga who will forever rap about Amiri jeans, Chanel bags, Louis V duffels, and motherfucking BBLs and tit jobs. That's it. You have to be aware these rappers tell you what they are. And here's the thing. Time goes on. There's always going to be a better rapper at doing that than you. So when he said that he wouldn't do that, it wasn't about him being an activist. It was just that he realized that he was in over his head. He was a stupid nigga. He just couldn't really get there. I understood. I understood that very clearly. The second thing, and the second part of where I realized that Lil Baby was maxing out. He reached his peak. We have now bestowed upon him expectations that he couldn't live up to. We started saying he was going to be, I used to say he was going to be the guy who was going to maybe compete with Drake, this and third. That's when we realized this is a nigga who's just a designer rapper. The best lines we're going to get from him is, we could go M for M. That's it. Don't think of nothing deeper. No game. No, none of that. Like, and by the way, as I'm not doing a glazing session for Jay-Z. If you watch how Jay-Z's leveled up, after we get to American Gangster, by the way, the Black Album was all game. I could do a whole, as much as I still say Drake better than Jay, but Jay is that guy. You get to Black Album, you get to the Black Album, a straight game. What more can I say? You feel me? Matter of fact, there's even, oh my God. There's so much game. Jay got a song that tells you everything about success, life, and everything. It's so much game. I'm telling you, Jay, that's one of the reasons this guy's so good. Okay. Let me show you another one. Even Blueprint 3. Oh, man. Y'all remember Blueprint 3? Oh, shit. This is when Jay mastered dissing niggas. What we talking about? Real shit, we talking about rhymes. You talking about millions, you talking about mine. What we talking about? Because I got time. For the people who talk about all the time, what we talking about fiction, we talking about facts. I ain't gonna lie. This nigga, this is when he addressed Dame and all, everybody like that. And then, this is one of my favorites on here. This was, I ain't gonna lie. This boy, wait, hold on. And by the way, I think Kendrick sampled this. The very next track, Thank You. Oh my God. Jay bodied the art of sneak dissing. Thank you. You're far too kind. Hold your applause. Shit, not my. Watch this. Look. Where it goes. Third verse. I was going to kill a couple rappers, but they did it to themselves. I was going to do it with the flow, but they did it with themselves. I was going to 9/11 them, but they didn't need the help. And they did a good job. Them boys is talented as hell. Because not only did they brick, they put up a building up as well. They ran a plane into the building. When that building fell, they ran to the crash site with no mask and inhaled toxins deep inside their lungs until both of them was filled. Blew a cloud out like a L into the jar, then took a smell because they heard that the secondhand smoke kills. Niggas thought they was ill, found out they was ill, And that's how you knew exactly how I wanted you to feel. Oh, my sweets. Yo, this, he bodied every, and by the way, salute to Beans. I know he gave you some bars on there, but shit. That's what I'm telling you. This is why when we talk about gangster rappers, we got to just remember some of these niggas are stupid niggas who at least, like a nigga like Meek, I'm just glad he not robbing niggas in the hood. But because he was too stupid to do anything else. No type of real, you know what I mean, like smarts to do anything else. But he's not Hov, right? Okay. Let me get off the hose glazing part. Back to Baby. Okay. So the first thing was he basically told us he had no plans of giving game, sending messages through his songs, or he doesn't have to be political, but he's not trying to have his songs mean nothing more than talking about who could get the biggest Chanel in the store and who could get the titties, who could get the BBL. This nigga is telling you, I just like to rap for the here and the now, which, by the way, that's always an expiration date. Remember, I told you, especially for street rappers, okay? Because nobody respects the 35-year-old gangster when the 22-year-old nigga will show you the gun, shoot on camera. Niggas, they do what K-Flock do. And trust me, hip-hop respects the biggest gangster, not the niggas who talked about being the gangster better. So when you see King Von got 7 bodies, K-Flock chasing niggas down, as time goes on, they respect them niggas more. Because all them colorful rhymes about you doing shit, if they don't feel like you were doing it, it loses meaning. Anyway, so this was an indictment for me. The second indictment was this. He started to not embrace the other song that worked for him. It was this song right here. Oh. This was a song that was showing him the blueprint. First of all, you're always incoherent when you rap. Okay? You got some good melodies, but what you need to do is appeal to the females. Okay? But not like, when I mean appeal to the females, come and put that pussy on me. Doesn't like, I mean, the females will dance to it, the thoughts, but you got to do what Drake did. We started out as close friends. Like some shit that women could really love.
My girlfriend.
Like some shit that is more about love and shit like this. These are the songs that bring you to the next level. Songs like this, women start really loving because it's not objectifying them. You see, you're on a date with the Eiffel Tower in the background. This ain't you on a boat with bitches who we don't see their face, but they're face down, ass up, and they're twerking their fucking BBLs. You throwing money or you slapping their ass. That's not that. This little melodic pocket, that's it. You needed to rock out in this pocket as well. I ain't hear nothing since then. You know what I've been hearing from this nigga? He been remaking the same song. He been remaking this song from 4 years ago.
I be here and say you buying them purses. I can't even.
Then he been remaking this song.
What's happening, TT? Fill the bando up with bass. Get a little bro.
Then he been remaking this song. By the way, Right On is a remake of this.
How we hit bricks, how we sell bricks. We don't sell shit, we just make hits. It's safe to say the kid getting older. Forever gang, I'm never.
So he's remade like about 3 songs 40 times. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. But people get tired of it. It's only one time. Let me tell you this. Chat, and for anybody who's watching me from a rap perspective, you only get one chance you only get one chance at a first impression. And his first impression was amazing. But afterwards, we were looking for growth. We're looking for growth. You get what I'm saying? That's it. Now, I told you, I believe at some point, Baby's ego start getting to him. He had the album My Turn. Everybody knows this song. Everybody knows this song. I love Let It
In
Get in the Mail.
1916,
Which, by the way, I don't know if you've ever had help like rapping or nothing like that, But what I will say is something happened around when Gunna went to jail. His music do sound different. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know why. It might be ego, though. It might not be like teams or writers or whatever. It just might.
We human, we all got issues, but I'm tired of being.
You see, this was a great pocket. It was melodic enough, vulnerable enough, introspective enough, but lit enough. Emotionally Scarred, probably one of his best songs, right? Now, not only this, what he did, and this is what I think also got him a little gas, you know, songs like this. Which, by the way, have we ever wondered why we never got a music video for
Been
this?
here for 10, but I feel like a rookie. I tell her, look.
I got him waiting and watching what he gonna do. Trying to pee what I do, trying to stick.
Was there a video for this? Isn't it kind of odd that we never got a video for this? Real life, thank you for that comment. You said, Act, that's disingenuous. He's saying this on YouTube, by the way. He says, yo, Act, where have we seen growth with Drake? The difference between Drake and Lil Baby is that Drake, the growth is not necessarily the content for Drake. The growth is that Drake adopts to the new styles. Like Drake, if Drake was still rapping, I'm at the parade, Macy's, we'd say you're kind of out of touch. Drake raps up to date, whether he's using writers or influence, whatever you want to call it. His shit is always up with the current style. You get what I'm saying? That's what I was saying with Baby. His wick is already burnt out. No Diddy. His style is no longer unique to the listener. He has good bars, but either he needs to reinvent a new style or he needs to start doing features, because what will never get old is the bars. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, okay, after this, Baby went on a feature run, right? You know, he was on Money Man's song 24. Like, he went crazy, right? Like, he did mad features, all of them.
What happened?
Oh, my God. Like, they're forced. Oh, did y'all watch Bad Boy yet? I didn't watch Bad Boy. Oh, I want to watch Bad Boy. Y'all want to come with me to the movies to watch Bad Boy? Shout out to Money Man, by the way.
Come from out the trench again, play like a pop star.
Hey.
I be selling weed by the P like a roster. Who was in the car, only me.
Yo, he was bodying these features. Name me some other features that he bodied to. Give me other features he bodied. Give me other features Baby body when he was in that mode. Give me other features that he bodied. By the way, shit, he even got Drake on Drake Wants and Needs. Shit.
Many tens. A shark in the water.
He got with 42 Doug. Body that. We heard him on Grace. Even though Grace, I ain't gonna lie to you, yo, 42 floated on Grace.
Guys, turn dusty to church for the field fight. Sending my cash, I ain't doing no right.
Leave him on the pavement. All I know is get this motherfucking paper. Thou should not try one of us.
Come on! He was going crazy! He was going crazy. What song? Oh, Rags to Riches. Oh, he went crazy on that too. Look.
I'm giving back once they whack him, his daddy ain't no getting.
Oh.
Think I put up them.
Look.
Die in these streets.
Wait.
Rags to riches.
Rags to riches. Rags to riches. Rags to riches.
I went from rags to riches. I still go back to the trenches.
Okay.
We had to smash some
Yeah,
niggas.
yeah.
No silver spoons, we had plastic utensils.
Okay.
He just came home, he still packing his pistol. Die in these streets or get saved by the system.
Nah, he went crazy. I can't play all. You know I can't play all of it because I ain't trying to get struck, right? So he was going crazy. Now, I think it was a lot of ego because remember what I've been saying for the last about 6-7 months. He still think that his style, right? You see, y'all want to compare everybody to Drake, but this is why Drake has lasted. Drake gives the most music out of all the bigger artists and has lasted the longest. No Diddy. Why? Because Drake will collab with a newer nigga and kind of absorb their style a little bit and kind of fuck with it. So Drake always sound like he's so versatile and new. A lot of these artists, they actually, like, I don't know if they're not studying Drake's formula, but they stay very stuck in one type of thing, which people get very tired of. And I'm sorry. Baby been on since 2017. This is 7 years later. His sound isn't that profound anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like right now, you know who sounded profound? I'm not comparing him to Baby, by the way. Honcho. Everything I've heard about that nigga Honcho out of Atlanta is a hit. He got a new little sound. He got a new little flavor. That's going to last for 2 years, my nigga. Then he's going to have to say, am I going to keep trying to create this last 2 years where everything I did was, it's the first time they've ever heard this type of flow pattern, this cadence, or am I going to evolve? I'm telling you, there's a shelf life on all these things. Because us as the audience, we fuck with it when it's new, but after it's not new no more, we start looking at it and be like, yo, why you can't make no more hits no more? Bro, our ears are different. Our ears are different. Every time we hear Baby go into it, like he start doing the, we all be like, oh my God, same song. Same thing with Baby. No, the Baby. Remember with the Baby? Everything first was like, oh shit. It was lit. And then after a while, our ears got trained to it. Like, all right, it's not new no more. Let me tell you this. Music is like pussy. I'm sorry to compare it like that. You know, you fuck a bitch the first time? Oh my God, that pussy feels so, oh my God. Nigga, you thinking about it the whole night. That second time you fuck, you gotta, like, maybe you bust quick the first time. Like, the second time you fuck, you're like, oh man, I'm gonna really put in work. Now I'm a little used to it. All right, man, that first week, you trying to think of the freaky shit you could do. Maybe the second, third week, you say, oh, where could I fuck her next? I want to bring her here on her. Oh, shit, let me see if she give roadhead. Oh, shit, you know what? I'm going to try some future shit. I'm going to try to put my thumb in her butt. I hope so. Yo, 5 months later, bruh, you tell your homie you playing 2K, you be like, oh, this bitch keep texting me. She want me to fuck her again. Like, fucking bitch always horny. You get what I'm saying? Before you were so hyped. Bro, we're humans. We get used to shit. That is music too. Bro, we done heard this flow for 7 years, nigga. Like, yo. Somebody told me this one time. They be like, you always treat the new bitches. You be doing the most with them. What about? Yeah, because it's the first time I'm fucking them. It's the millionth time I'm fucking, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. Okay? Anyway, that's the point I'm trying to, like, I hope you got a little analogy. I'm not trying to be weird. I'm just trying to give an analogy. Okay. So, what did I give as the remedy for Lil Baby? Because he started trying to put out the same flow over and over. But here's the thing. When you're doing the same flow, the same style, it will never sound better than when we first heard it. It's like think about your side bitch. The first time you fucked her, the pussy ain't never feels good. Facts. It's the same thing with this. No matter what you hear from Baby, it don't sound like when you heard the freestyle. It don't sound like when you heard Emotionally Scarred. It don't sound like when you heard Sold Out Dates. It don't sound like that. It don't sound like the other joint. What's that other joint he had with Thugger? It was him, Thugger, and Gunna. What's that shit called? Lil Baby, Young Thug, Gunna. Okay, don't sound like that. Like, it don't sound like it, bro. So again, I advised that Lil Baby should start doing back features. Remember, he has stopped doing features. And let me tell you where ego comes in, chat. You want me to tell you where ego comes in? 3 years ago, and by the way, this is all I'm talking about. Fire! Okay. Anyway, let me continue my story. Just come on, rock with me, people. Okay. So, chat. This is what happened. And this is my opinion. Y'all could be like, you made it sound good, but it's still bullshit. Okay. Did all these features, had this nice little pocket, everything is great. Shit, they even did a joint, him and 6ix9ine even did a joint together. That's fire too. Like, every one of his features is fire. Then he started getting with this, it's 200 occasion. That's ego, chat. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't sound good, but it's ego. It's when an artist gets to it, like, you see him coming up, he was jumping on random songs that were hot. You think that Rod Wave's label paid him 200 for an occasion? No. He liked Rod Wave's song, did the feature. You think Money Man's, who's pretty much damn near independent, paid him that money? No. So he was jumping on hot shit, just doing his thing. But now, he got to a level, it's ego. Yo, it's 200 occasion. So, you know what that happens? Well, you're not going to work with none of the up-and-coming artists that got new waves, that got new little sounds, new pockets. You're going to pretty much work with only the big dogs, the Drakes, the this and third, which is all good. But then now, it's time for you to put out your project. And that's the problem we've seen. That's why I told him, I said, he needs to start doing features. Chat, how many features have you heard about in the last 30 days with Lil Baby? Didn't I just play this one, chat? Did I just play this one? Central C, Lil Baby. We could go M for M. We could go band for band. We could go. Look,
are always hot and crisp.
the point what I'm trying to say, and by the way, this song is a slapper. Even I don't like Lil Baby's part too crazy, but I don't think it's whack. I just thought that, it's all right. But it plays good in the song. The song is a fire song. You know what I'm saying? Look.
All right. We could go band for band.
Yeah.
Fuck that. We can go M for M.
What I tell you, chat, listen to me closely. The remedy for Lil Baby was for him to stop thinking he was so much that nigga, that ego, that he felt that every hook he did, everybody was gonna love. No, they think all your hooks sound the same now. Good thing you could rap a bit. Go do features. What does he do? By the way, Central C came up with the hook for that. We could go band for band. And he probably wrote the other part too. We could go M for M, and then he's like, all right, that's how we're gonna switch and we go into your shit. That's a feature. Have y'all heard this new shit? So apparently, what's my guy name who did Taliban? Byron Messiah. He got a song with Baby too. Another feature. Look, let me see if I can find it. It kind of leaked today, or it leaked like in the last week or so. Like fully. Like it's been kind of out there. All right, what the fuck? Let's see if we can find it. I don't need to play the whole shit. All right, anyway. Here we go. I'll just play this. Here we go. By the way, baby. P my nigga. So I'm not going to invoice y'all crazy, but I do expect a little check for the, you know what I mean? Know what I mean? I'm giving y'all valuable advice. You saw them yes men that was not in the studio with you? They wasn't going to tell you this, gang. Yeah. Okay. Like, no disrespect to Byron Messiah, but let's see if we can get to Lil Baby feature. So now Baby's realizing what I told him. No more hooks. Just do the verse. But if you're that good of a rapper, you're going to body the verses, and now niggas is going to get back on your wave, get a little bit different inspiration for your new verses, your new hooks and shit, and niggas you going to be straight. Okay? I got to coach these niggas through it. You get what I'm saying? Here we go. Cross your fingers. Could Baby do it? He got to body all these features. Let's go. I'm about to call P. Yo, P, you owe me some money, bro. You owe me some money, nigga. You owe me some money. I done told you what y'all gotta stop. Yo, stop having this nigga make fucking not whack, but like repetitive songs like he's in Brickell in Miami or South Beach like he's about to get on a yacht, and just have him do fucking verses, my nigga. His normal flow if he did the hook. You know it. But he's doing a feature. So he just don't hate you, because I would have never give this advice to you if I really hated you, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You diss me on the album or whatever. I got my get back. I want you to flourish now, nigga. Just flourish. It's time for you to flourish, okay? But I'm glad you're listening. You're finally listening to me, okay? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. So That's two. I'm rocking with it. Now here's the third one. I don't know if I'm rocking with this one. I'm gonna have to chat judge this one. So you jumped on Sexy Red song, which by the way, yo baby, I see you. He started realizing every Drake new circuit of collaboratives he got on. He said, who Drake collabing with these days? Central C, they just did a freestyle. All right, let me get with Central and go do a song. Who else? Sexy Red? You smart. You smart. Here we go. Ready, chat? Check this out. Y'all think you got it?
The plug, I ain't never got about no weed. You ain't never met a nigga like this. Rock chrome on chrome like this. Got 3 or 4 phones like this. Make a bad bitch bounce like this. You ain't never met a nigga that spit. Surprise, a new Benny key. Keep it up, you gon' get an MG. Getting low and they still know it's me. And you ain't never ever met a nigga like this. Get it wet, you don't gotta use spit. Time my tongue from your neck to your lips. Get close, let me talk in your ear. I can spot you, ain't even know it's there. Get it up when I'm holding your hair. Look me in my eyes, don't stop this shit. You ain't never met a nigga this real. Got a little boyfriend, so I don't care. I lie for you, I ain't gon' tell. You ain't never met a nigga this real. A bad bitch hard, only thing I steal. You ain't never met a nigga this real. Everything I touch an M. If I fuck with her for real, she lit it. They can't fuck with me, I'm him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not too convinced with this one. I'm gonna be honest. This one, which it might be okay though, because even though Drake's verse I thought was kind of cool on "Sexy Song," I thought that song was garbage anyway though. So, I don't know if this one is. Hey, the Byron Messiah one, good. The U.S. Central C, even though I think you came eyed on it, still good. So you got two of those. This one, I hope you were just previewing this, baby. You got to go back in harder or tell her to give you a different song. You got to tell her to give you a different song. Or maybe your preview was just whack of it. Because I really get the essence of the song before you jumped on. I don't really like this one. Okay, anyway. Chat, we just want to give constructive criticism, and I think we just did, right? Could I get a W act for giving some constructive criticism to Lil Baby? La Bebe? I think we just did some good constructive criticism, chat. Clap it up. I think we did good constructive criticism. We not haters. We want to see people win. Okay. Ricky Rose, man. My boy say he say he got 12,000 people at attendance for at his mansion for his car. Man, this nigga's crib is so fucking big. He had 12,000 people. Somebody did the math. They said 12,000 tickets, and the tickets were $325 and up. Oh my God. How much money is that? 12,000. Was the car show tickets that much? 12,000 times 325. No fucking way he just made like $4 million. No way. Wait, let me look. Rick Ross car show. No fucking way. Let's see how much was the tickets? Oh, he had like performances. Oh, Boosie was performing. Damn, Boosie was performing? Bun B was performing? Oh, hell no. Car participants, $750? Regular general admission, $250? Oh my God. Food trucks was paying $3,500? And then VIP parking was $500? Oh nah, this nigga can't. Oh nah. Oh nah. I was wondering because I'm looking on his Instagram today. I'm like, I ain't see nothing about no BBL jersey, no nothing like that. That nigga was focused on his car show for real. Oh, that he definitely made like $5 million. Oh my God. Jesus. Let's get a rundown, chat.
Glory, it's a beautiful morning. June 1st, Rick Ross Car Show. We blessed, baby. We blessed. It's 6:30 in the morning. Ricky Rose been up since 5.
Yo, imagine charging $500 for niggas to just park on your lawn. $500 VIP parking. They probably just put a rope around it. Yo, get over there, nigga. Nah, this is gangster. Yo, this nigga's a hustler for real.
5:30 a.m. I can't sleep. When I start seeing them cars coming like that, I can't sleep. Them cars running all the way up that way. All the way up that way. One time for all the real ones. California, VA, Alabama, Florida. Big boys.
Rick Ross calling by. I'm proud of.
Yo, Rick Ross might be the smartest motherfucker ever. How much did Rick Ross buy that house for? How much did Rick Ross buy his Georgia house for? Okay, he bought.
I know you guys are probably looking at this picture and wondering, why are you using such a bad picture of Lil Baby? Well, I'm not going to explain why, but man, Lil Baby and Gunna, they are supposed to be, you feel me, like the closest of the close, but I mean, Lil Baby's real for staying on what he believes in. He doesn't condone ratting or anything, and you can't be mad at that man for standing up for what he believes in, but my main thing is if people or people who believe in like a higher power believe or street dudes for let's say like they believe in the no snitching so heavy, like shouldn't you like follow the book? A god is heavy the same way. Like you would cut a snitch off in your life and oh he's the worst person, this, that. But someone, let's say you're a Christian or something, if someone doesn't follow like a rule in the Bible where it could break every single rule, you could be best of friends with them as long as they're not a snitch. Like it makes no sense to me. But hey man, that's like the main thought that goes to my mind every single time I think about this no snitching stuff. But hopefully Thug gets out. I generally feel like Thug's gonna get like 5 years, 5 to 10 years. Um 5 to 10 years, it's sad to say Thug's career will be done. Lil Baby's career is on the downfall right now. Gunna is in like a stagnant position. Like honestly, 5 to 10 years is gonna be a whole new era. Like all these guys that we're seeing right now, probably besides like the Drakes, Kendricks, and J. Cole's, it's gonna be new people. Like people are probably not gonna hear about NLE Chopper no more. He probably won't be making music anymore. Like this is why people, even though this is all about Lil Baby and stuff, it's why people like Rod Wave, he makes timeless music. Like the rappers that make timeless music, they'll live on. They'll always be rich. Rappers like Rod Wave always be rich as long as he stays free and he keeps making music the way that he's making music. Because he makes timeless music that people of any generation would listen to. Feel me? Let's see who else. I feel like rappers like G Herbo, the old heads will always listen to him, and he makes music that is probably like for his niche and genre, people will always still listen to. But like the little babies and stuff, they grow up. Like the people who listen to YoungBoy and stuff too, man. But YoungBoy's low key blackballed ever since Vaughn died, so who knows? But Lil Durk too. But I like Lil Durk's flow and style, so who knows? That's just me personally though. But I don't think that Lil Durk style will be in forever. Just got to see what the new age is in 5 to 10 years. Who's gonna be the biggest rapper? I think Drake's still gonna be relevant. Kendrick's still gonna be relevant. J. Cole's still gonna be relevant. Lil Baby, he might be on some sort of show like those Housewives or whatever it's called shows, reality shows. But let me know how you guys feel about everything in the comments below. It's your boy Big Egg News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.